It's been like 2 months since the last Elements of Justice reaction video. I can explain. So if you haven't seen, I did the first one, and I realized, oh shoot, there was another series. The Elements of Justice is actually a sequel series. So I'm like, oh shoot, all shucks, I gotta go watch the other one. So I did. I watched all 5 episodes. It's really good. Or 10, no, actually, no, 6 episodes. Yeah, I watched all 6, and I'm just like, love it, bro. So, I'm back with this. I rewatched the first Elements of Justice before I went into the second episode, which is 2 hours and 8 minutes long. Holy frick. Yes. I'm really excited to jump into this. New piece of Elements of Justice content that I haven't seen yet. It's been 2 months since the last episode. It looks like to be a trial episode. I'm hoping the judge is going to be there. I love the judge. Oh my god. Let's go, dude. Woo! February 12th, 9:20 a.m. Manhattan District Court. Defendant lobby number 2.
I never thought I'd come back to this.
Oh my god, it's got the same layout. It's got the same layout, but like widescreen.
World, let alone take on another trial. Come to think of it.
Also, I noticed that the Phoenix voice is different, which I'm gonna have to get used to, but it's fine.
I haven't set foot in a courtroom in general for a good while.
Damn, let's go.
Why's that?
Twilight.
Remember what Athena was talking about yesterday? That was our last case, and that was well over a month ago.
Damn, bro.
Well, I'm sure there's no need to worry. You were disbarred.
I'm so excited.
Yesterday, but you've still taken on plenty of murder cases before and since, right?
Yeah.
You have a lot of experience under your
Yeah,
belt.
a lot of experience.
Just because there's been a little bit of a hiatus doesn't mean you'll revert back to being a rookie.
True.
She's probably right. But I'm pretty sure I felt like one several times throughout my career.
There's nothing
Fair
wrong
enough.
with a little refresher, though. Right, Apollo?
I did that. I did a
Sure.
refresher.
I'm pretty confident Mr. Wright's got this, though.
I wonder if we're gonna see
Besides,
Edgeworth.
I'd rather focus on making sure you're up to speed on things.
Kind of want to see Edgeworth.
Come on, I'm not a newbie anymore. I can keep up with everyone else, no sweat.
Are you sure,
Athena, there's no shame in being inexperienced. We've all got to start somewhere.
I mean, look at me.
This is so cool!
It is very
We're about to
cool.
watch Daddy defend in court in a whole nother world! With cute magical
Cute magical
ponies.
bonus! Woo!
You can say that again. I can't contain my
I can't
excitement.
contain my excitement either.
Well, I'm happy to see that you're all enjoying yourselves. And thanks again, everyone.
Also, Blue Blood is in this episode. Blue Blood, huh? We all know how I feel about Blue Blood, except you don't, because I've barely even talked about him on this channel, and you want to know why? Because I hate Blue Blood. Where's my knife? Where's my
This
shotgun?
certainly is going to be the experience of a lifetime, despite the circumstances. By the way, Twilight, there's something I've been meaning to ask you.
Ooh, what's the
What is
question,
it,
bro?
Apollo?
You mentioned that murder is nearly unheard of in Equestria. The first one to supposedly happen was for the case where Mr. Wright defended Rainbow Dash. How advanced can your criminal laws be if such serious crimes rarely, if ever, occur?
Fair point.
Apparently, they're nearly identical to ours. I remember Twilight saying something like Equestria's judicial system was inspired by...
Inspired by humans, huh? Celestia, does that have to do with anything about you knowing who Phoenix Wright is in the first series?
That's right. I've read many books on both humans and human law.
Human
Our legal system has been refined through countless years of study and practice, and yet it is still evolving.
Yeah.
That's why equestrian law is practiced very similarly, and what influenced the designs of nearly all of Equestria's courthouses.
Interesting.
Well, imitation is the sincerest form of flattery, as they say.
Amen.
Hey, boss.
So,
What's up, Athena?
I was just wondering, who's gonna be your co-counselor for the
Twilight,
I
Twilight,
don't see
Twilight,
anyone else who would be
Twilight,
up for the
Twilight,
task. I
Twilight.
don't have the right badges.
I figured
Yes!
it'd be best to go with Twilight.
Yes!
She was my co-counsel during Rainbow Dash's trial, after all.
Yes!
Doesn't she need an
No,
equestrian
no, no, no,
attorney's
no, no.
badge to
Don't
be
ruin
allowed to
this for
stand
me,
in court?
please. Please.
Nope. Since I'm a princess,
Yeah.
I can stand in court without the need of a badge.
Yeah!
Weren't you just a unicorn during Rainbow Dash's case? How could you be Mr. Right's co-counsel if you weren't a princess?
Well, since I was Princess Celestia's student at the time, she gave me special permission.
Nice.
Phoenix had no experience in how Equestria worked, so we made an appeal to the Equestria High Council to allow me to be there to assist him.
True.
I know you'd love to help out, Athena. But
Yeah, get out of
playing
here,
it
Athena.
safe for Miss Palmel's
Freak outta
sake
here.
is our best option.
Yeah.
With Twilight by my side, we've got someone
Yeah.
who knows the rules of this world like the back of their hand. Hoof.
I gotcha, boss. Oh, speaking of Miss Palmel, she's here.
Oh. Hi, Miss Palmel.
What's up with Coco all of a sudden?
Coco.
She seemed fine yesterday.
Good morning, Mr. Wright.
Morning, Rarity. What's wrong with Coco?
I'm not sure myself. I saw her being escorted here by the
Do you
guards
know
with
who
a
the killer was,
rather,
Coco Palmel?
despondent look upon her face. It pained me to see her looking like that just before her trial, so I thought I'd steal her away from
little
the
pony
guards with
charm.
a little pony charm. I was hoping I could figure out what's been plaguing her mind, but I'm afraid I haven't been able to get a single word out of her.
This place is in some serious trouble if someone genuinely dangerous is ever trusted to guards like those.
What?
Hey, Coco. How are you holding up?
Bro, she needs a hug.
Wow. She's really out of it today.
Oh, the poor thing. The trial has her worried sick.
I guess that's understandable.
Bro, give this
Can't just
pony a
do that,
hug.
though. Can it?
All right, Miss Palmel, you've got nothing to fear.
True.
You're innocent, and Daddy here will prove it. You'll show
Yes.
everyone that you had nothing to do with Overall Concept's murder.
What a name.
Oh, darling, it's okay.
Aw.
It's okay. I know how much you cared about him.
Aw.
I'm so sorry. I didn't mean to.
It's okay, Tracy.
It's fine.
Oh, she spoke.
Darling, there's something stuck in your mane.
What is that? It looks like
Oh, I thought it was dust.
glitter?
Oh, sorry. I haven't had a chance to clean myself since I got arrested.
Evidence, evidence.
Oh, Coco! How dare they allow you to stay dirty in detention? Especially in your state? Why, that's horrible!
Bro, I can't wait till it's like an hour and like 15 minutes and like 32 seconds in the video where all of a sudden glitter becomes important and I'm just blown out of my mind. I'm just gonna be like, huh, oh my gosh, huh, what evidence could we possibly have to support this? Phoenix Wright's gonna slam his hands on it. That's gonna be like, glitter!
Bull!
Rarity, can you give me a second? I need
Take
to
all the
calm
time you need.
myself down for the trial begins.
Take your time.
Of course, darling. Go lay on that couch over there and mellow out. It'll help, I promise.
Trust me, Rarity knows
Well,
about the couches.
You would know.
Hey, Rarity, if you'll excuse me.
Bye, Coco.
Overall concept must have been very special to her.
Dang,
It
man.
was. The two always seemed so happy together. If both of
Possible
their letters
crush?
to me were any indication, every pony who worked with them thought so too.
It must be hard to lose such a good friend like that. I can't
Oh, I
even
feel like they
imagine
could have
how
been
she
more than
feels.
friends.
Yeah, it's rough.
Oh,
It's
dang,
something I
Apollo.
wouldn't wish on anyone, and it only makes it worse that she's accused of murdering him. But that's exactly why we need to fight for her. It's the
True.
only way to get her out of this.
Yes.
Bring her some peace of mind.
You're right, Phoenix.
Let's do
So,
this.
Twilight, do you have any information on who we're up against?
You mean the prosecutor?
Yeah, I assume it's Blue Blood.
Any idea who it's gonna be?
Or maybe
I
Edgeworth.
believe it's going to be Princess Celestia's nephew.
Oh no, it's Blue
She has a
Blood.
nephew?
Oh no,
Does
it's
that
Blue
make
Blood.
him a prince?
It makes him a total
Yeah,
jerk.
Yes. In fact, his name is Prince Blue Blood.
Oh, yep. That's him, that name.
Pompous excuse for a stallion?
Oh, you tell it, Rarity.
Please, inside voice. This is a courthouse.
Hell no. Hell no. No inside voice here.
Alright. I'm guessing you're still on bad terms with him then.
Dude, you should be on bad terms with everybody.
Oh, I've never met a stallion whom I've had such high hopes for. Only to have them come crashing down. Of course I'm still on bad terms with him. And you're saying that he's the prosecutor?
Rarity,
Damn.
I'm sure he's just doing it for the experience.
No.
Of all the police it could have been. Why him? I swear it's Celestia. He better keep that horse's mouth shut about my little Coco. Or
Yeah.
I'll show him what it truly means to be a royal.
I will admit, I am kind of intrigued on how they're going to portray Blue Blood in this thing.
Pain.
Okay, getting hostile. How about you go join Coco on the couch to calm yourself down? She could use your company.
Yes, you're right. Goodness, I cannot believe how mad that stallion makes me.
No, you and me both, Rarity. You and me both.
Just as dramatic as ever, isn't she?
You don't know the half of it.
That screaming almost rivals your cords of steel, Apollo.
For real. She's about as soft as a marshmallow at first glance, until you anger her and she comes at you with the fire and intensity of 1,000 suns.
Sons.
So, you're saying that she turned into a roasted marshmallow?
Ha. Ha.
Now thinking about it, it makes me hungry. I wish I had some s'mores with me.
Never
But,
really tried
what did you mean
s'mores.
just now when you said this Prince Blue Blood is doing this for experience? What could warrant someone like him prosecuting a case?
Well, he is royalty. Like I said, he's probably using this murder trial as an opportunity to gain some trial experience. After all, if you're ever going to rule a kingdom in Equestria, you're going to need extensive knowledge on the law and how to uphold it.
True.
As a matter of fact, I've been studying a lot of law since I became a princess myself.
Nice.
No kidding. How are you finding it?
Oh, it's been so enjoyable.
You
I
would
can't tell you how
find it
amazing
enjoyable.
it has been. Learning about all the laws that are in place.
Aw.
So, it's like an exam then. You study, then the trials you take part in test how much you've learned and what sort of knowledge they're after. Like the one this Blue Blood guy is taking part in today.
Is it embarrassing if that comparison makes me even more pleased that I'm doing it?
I certainly don't remember
Well, I
my
love
law school
Twilight so
experience
much. She's
being so
awesome.
fun. I'm envious.
So, based on the location of your castle, does that mean Ponyville is technically your kingdom?
I mean...
I wouldn't exactly say that. It's just a place where all my friends live, so I figured, why not have the castle there too?
Yeah, just have a castle
And
there.
the
Just
castle
plop
sort
it
of,
down there.
grew, I mean, built itself there. I had no say in it.
Your castle built itself?
Yeah, what? Yours
Do I
didn't?
even want to know how that's possible?
Mine did.
A lot has happened in a year and a half since you were here last.
You transformed into an alicorn, became a princess, and now you have your own castle that apparently
Dude,
built
that's not even the
itself?
half of it.
I thought my life was crazy, but your life?
Just wait till they see
really
the
got
epic
turned upside
blasting
down.
scene against T-Rex.
The trial's about to begin. Will the defendant and their attorney please enter the courtroom?
As much as I'd love to talk about what's been happening in Equestria, we have a trial to take on.
Yes,
you're ready,
let's go. Yes, I'm ready.
Ready as
I'm
I'll
ready.
ever be.
Good luck, Mr. Wright.
We'll be cheering you on from the gallery.
Oh my god,
luck,
let's go.
Daddy.
Let's go, let's go, let's go, let's go, let's go.
Thanks, everyone.
Get in the door.
All right. Twilight,
Yes.
let's head inside.
Let's do this.
Right behind you, Phoenix.
Please. Please let the judge be there. I want to see the judge so badly. February 12th, 9:30 a.m. Manhattan District Courtroom number 2. With a little bit of door animation. The judge! Ow! Dang it! I hurt my elbow. I hurt my elbow.
Court is now in session for the trial of Coco Pamel. Are the prosecution and defense ready?
Oh my god.
Prosecution has naturally been ready and waiting.
The defense is ready. You're
Oh, I knew you'd be surprised to see me, Mr. Wright.
I'm not.
new? But what?
Wait, why is the judge here?
Wow! Hiya, Judge.
Hi.
Mr. Justice and Miss Sykes? Is that you over there?
Don't forget me, Your Honor.
Oh, Miss Wright.
Miss
It
Wright.
seems as though Mr. Wright's brought the whole gang along.
Twilight? What exactly is going on here?
Ooh, it's got a little bit of change in the background.
Did I
Ooh.
forget
Fluttershy's
to mention
in the
that I summoned the
background.
judge here again?
Yes, you did.
Sorry.
You gotta have the
There's just been
judge.
so much going on. I guess it just slipped my mind. But hey, it is a nice surprise.
Yes, I love him, dude. Yes.
Even the judge is more aware of what's going on here than I am. That's a new low. So, why did you summon him again? I thought you said Princess Celestia is the one who usually presides as the judge. Was this another decision made by the High Council?
Nah.
Well, I just thought you'd be more comfortable having a familiar figure presiding. Much
Yeah.
like before.
I'm more
So,
comfortable with
I
it.
put in a request to summon him again, and the court agreed.
Yes.
Besides, your judge loves being an equestrian.
Yes.
You stayed a while after you left last time, you know? Apparently, he really wanted to see the Summer Sun celebration.
Judge is awesome.
With a chance to come back.
Oh, that's very thoughtful of you, Twilight. I certainly do feel at home with him sitting up there. And I can't think of a judge more fair than him, if I'm being honest.
True, he is very fair.
Being here again brings back memories. I hope you all have as wonderful a time here as I did, Mr. Wright.
Well, they were kind of dragged along, so they had no choice.
If I may interject, may we cease this chit-chat?
Nah,
and get on
let's do some
trial
more
already?
chittin' chatting.
Oh, of course. My apologies, Mr. Prince Blueblood, correct?
Unfortunately, yes. Damn, what?
Yes,
Wind?
Your Honor. I am like.
How is your hair moving? What are you doing?
Oh, great.
Stop
A
using wind
prosecutor who
magic.
Looks like they're going to ensure an unpleasant experience.
That being said, what are you supposed to be?
Oh, why, I'm your worst nightmare.
Me? What am I supposed to be?
I'm a human.
My name's Phoenix Wright. I'm Miss Pommel's defense attorney.
Ah, so it is you then. The famous Phoenix Wright,
Famous.
the human lawyer who served as the defense in the TS5 incident?
Turnabout Storm
TS5
5.
incident? Sounds like our legal system isn't the only human thing ponies imitated.
The trial that took place a year and a half ago, following that unfortunate incident near Ponyville.
Yeah.
He must be talking about Rainbow Dash's trial. I suppose it must have been big news, considering the circumstances.
Alright.
I must say, it was an impressive victory.
It was.
Especially since you proved that there wasn't even a murder to begin with.
It was great. I loved it.
Fortunately for you, your defeat here is guaranteed, as this
Yeah,
case
sure,
cannot
Blue
be
Blood.
more open and shut.
Yeah,
I
sure.
recommend giving up before I bring the same shame and humiliation upon you that I brought upon the rest of the attorneys I have encountered. As a stallion of royal blood, losing to a commoner such as yourself is something I am simply incapable of.
There's a ego we hate.
Just
We love to
ticking every
hate.
box on how not to make a good first impression, aren't you, buddy?
I miss Trixie.
Now, I think it's
I
about
wonder where
time
Trixie
we got
is.
on with the
I wonder if
trial.
Trixie's gonna show up.
Will the prosecution
sometime.
please begin their opening statement?
Of course, Your Honor.
Here
Hell
we go,
yeah.
Phoenix.
The crime took place in the Bridalway Theater, located in the heart of Manhattan.
Kenny of the
play
Hills.
Kenny of the Hills was being
Kenny of the
performed.
Hills.
I have a promotional poster for the play here.
Ooh. A poster. Okay.
Oh, this looks interesting. I'll have to get a ticket to the next show as soon as the trial is over.
There's my
Unfortunately, Your
judge.
Honor, that will be impossible. Due to
What?
the obviously unforeseen circumstances, all future showings at Bridalway Theater
Damn
are
it.
on hold.
Oh, shucks.
Besides, the show in question was completely sold out 7 hours before the play even started. The last ticket was bought by the defendant around noon of that day. You'll be hard-pressed to find an opportunity to buy a ticket, let alone actually manage to see the play.
Well, that sucks.
Well, that's a shame. I don't suppose there are any other sights in the city I could catch while I'm here?
I've heard that there'll be some sort of race here soon.
Race?
Suppose if you're still here, you could watch that.
I'm not really
Race.
into watching races like all of the young people are these days.
Wait, you have
My
a brother?
brother is, though. He's been...
If you don't mind, Your Honor, I'd like us to get back to
Nah,
the case of
let's keep chitting chatting.
Yes, of
I didn't know
course.
the judge had
My
a brother.
apologies. Please continue, Prince Blueblood.
Thank you, Your Honor. The victim in this case is Overall Concept, who worked
that's
as
what he
the
looks
head
like?
costume
Interesting.
designer for the theater. Allow me to present his autopsy report for your perusal.
Okay, wait a minute. Estimated time of death, 8:30 to 9 p.m. Cause of death, severe spinal cord ledge bruise discovered on the back of head, indicates he was unconscious at time of death. Glitter found on 4 hubs. No other substances or injuries detected. Glitter, man. Glitter.
It seems as though the victim was unconscious at the time of his death. It's at least comforting to know that he didn't suffer.
Indeed, Your Honor.
The victim was unconscious when he died. I'd better remember that detail.
As for the defendant in this case,
Why do I feel
that
like
would
Blue
be the
Blood
victim's
killed him?
assistant, Miss Coco Pamel, who joined the theater several months ago. On that fateful night, Miss Pamel and Mr.
Catwalk?
Concept were in
Or
the
like
dressing room
cakewalk,
working on
am I
various
right?
costumes as the play was being performed. This is likely how glitter found its way to the victim's forehooves, as stated in the autopsy report.
Oh no.
Around 8:50 p.m., Miss Pamel attacked Mr. Concept in the dressing room. Attempting to save himself, Mr. Concept fled, but Miss Pamel gave chase. The victim ran up to the catwalk that runs above the stage, with the unsuspecting actor still performing below.
Okay.
It was on this catwalk where the defendant caught up to the victim and mercilessly attacked him once more, knocking him unconscious with a blow to the back of the head.
Damn.
Wasting no time, she wrapped a noose around the unconscious victim's neck. With the other end of the rope tied to the catwalk's railing, she pushed his body off the edge and hanged him in front of a full house of 5,000
5,000. You sure about that?
My word! What a cruel and horrible way to die!
I wholeheartedly agree, Your Honor.
A verdict?
Hold on a second. This is just pure speculation. What makes you think my client is the killer? She and the victim were good friends.
And you think the fact that they were friends is enough to let her off the hook?
I mean,
Nonsense.
something to keep in
Better from
mind.
you, human.
If your case has as much evidence as your opening statement, it might as well be enough. I expected
Damn.
more than just pure speculation from you, Mr. Blueblood.
Damn, straight.
Prince Blueblood.
Oh, shut the frick
And
up.
for your information, none of this is, as you say, pure speculation.
Alright,
Not
alright,
only
tell
do
me,
I
give me the
have
evidence.
physical evidence to back up my
Okay,
claims,
okay.
but there is a decisive witness who saw the whole thing take place.
Okay, continue,
That witness
continue.
he's talking about must be Playwright.
Right. And allegedly,
Right.
he saw Coco chasing Overall up to the catwalk.
Let's hope he doesn't say anything too conclusive before you even get a chance to fight back.
Please call this witness to the stand, Prince Blueblood.
Of course, Your Honor.
I watch it. Okay, it is Playwright.
Witness, state your name and occupation for the record.
The name's Playwright.
The
I'm
name's
the director
Playwright.
of Broadway Theatre. My job is to make sure that all of my plays are nothing short of masterpieces.
How's that working out
Your
for you?
passion for the craft is duly noted, witness.
Duly
now,
noted.
is it true that you saw the defendant chasing the victim 2 nights ago?
Yes, it is. I couldn't stand their loud hoof steps. I was worried that they were going to interrupt my play, you see. This performance was the best one yet.
Loud hoof
It
steps.
truly is a shame that your play was interrupted by such a horrific tragedy. Mr. Playwright, I would like for you to please testify as to what you saw on the night of the murder.
It would be my pleasure.
This is it, Phoenix.
Let's hear what he has to say.
Give it to me, buddy. Ooh. Change it up. Ooh. What I saw. That time when I went to
wing of the
Wendy's.
stage, watching my play being performed. Suddenly, I saw Mr. Concept being chased by Miss Pommel up the catwalk. I tried to ignore the disturbance they were causing, but then I saw Mr. Concept hanging right above center stage. I ran up to the catwalk immediately and saw Miss Pommel looking down from where Mr. Concept fell. As much as I hate to believe
Okay.
it, Miss Pommel must have been the one who killed him. I can't see anything else that would suggest.
See. But. Bro, like, how do we know Miss... See, okay, this is what I'm getting. We know Miss Pummel didn't kill the guy, Overall Concept. To me, it looks like Overall Concept was... Okay, no, wait. See, it seems like it's a suicide. Like, Overall Concept straight up, like, hanged himself, and Miss Pummel was trying to stop Overall Concept from doing that, you know, chasing him to stop him from doing that. But why would he literally commit suicide in front of a whole entire theater? That's a question. That is a question. So it may not be a suicide. But to me, I feel like Miss Pummel was chasing Overall Concept because Miss Pummel was worried about him.
Suggest otherwise.
Okay.
So the defendant really was chasing the victim.
Yeah, we don't have
Yes,
the reason as
I
to
have no doubt
why.
in my mind.
You might not, but I do. Besides, you can't pronounce Coco Pommel's name properly.
Yeah, when is that gonna
Seems
become
pretty
important?
confident.
Don't they all? Anyway, all we need to get the ball rolling is a contradiction in his testimony.
Now then, Mr. Wright, you may begin your cross-examination.
Let's go. A little bit of spice. What I saw that
I was
day
in
in
the
the
left wing of
morning.
the stage, watching my play being performed.
Hold it! What was this play about?
It's about a mare named Hinny.
Hinny.
She's an orphan who's determined to find her parents, who
Okay.
she was separated from at birth.
Oh?
Sounds pretty
How'd
generic.
they get separated?
I'm kidding.
Well, it's an incredible tale.
Objection!
Objection!
Some of us are still planning to see this play when the showings resume.
Objection!
Try to spoil it for me. Not to mention, the plot is absolutely irrelevant to this case.
Oh, of
Fair.
course. My apologies. I just love talking about this story.
Aw, but I wanted to know how it all ends.
I know, right?
You said you were watching from the left side of the stage. Didn't the chase happen on the right side, though?
Oh, are you referring to it as the house left wing? In that case, no, I was on the other side.
But you just said you were on the left side.
Do you know anything about the performing arts?
No.
Kinda? I mean, I was in the art department in college. I, actually wanted to be a stage actor myself.
Interesting.
You? Trust
What?
me, you wouldn't last a day in the business.
Bro,
I can
come
tell.
on.
Yeah, thanks
Yeah,
for the advice
thanks,
on a career choice I
bro,
gave up
come
on
on.
nearly 15 years ago.
Anyway, since you're obviously on the ignorant side when it comes to stage
Damn,
terminology,
jeez, chill the
let
frick
me
out.
give you a little lesson. They were running through the stage left wing, but it's also called the house right wing. You call it stage left if you're looking at the audience from the stage, and you call it house right if you're looking at the stage from the audience. I just tend to go with the stage terms because I'm usually behind the curtains.
So... is it left or right?
Do my brain.
If it makes it easier for you, I'll go with your version and call it the right side. Does that make you feel better?
Yes, actually.
Playwright, bro,
Anyway,
why you gotta be so
Why watch
mean?
from the side? Wouldn't directors normally watch from the audience?
True.
Right. Many directors do tend to watch from the audience, but I like to be up close and personal during a performance. I want to make sure
Okay.
that my performers are at the top of their game.
Are you saying
That's
that
a
you
fair
aren't confident
point.
in your actors to give it their all?
Oh, of course not! My performers are among the best in the business! Or they are now, at least. I just take a few extra precautions to make sure that my plays are absolute perfection.
Absolute
see.
perfection.
So, no mistakes at all then?
Not one. Everything went flawlessly up to the second act. We were on track for a perfect performance if it wasn't for what was happening backstage.
What was happening backstage?
Suddenly, I saw Mr. Concept being chased
Oh.
by Miss Pommel up the catwalk.
Hold it!
Yeah, what was happening
You saw Miss Pommel
backstage?
chasing the victim? Weren't you watching the stage for any potential screw-ups from your actors?
Well, I had no choice but to look. Their obnoxiously loud hoof steps were distracting me from watching my play.
Okay.
It made me want to find whoever it was and scream at them, but it was during the show, so I had to keep quiet. I did complain to my stage manager, though.
There was
He
a
standing
stage
right next to
manager?
me during both acts of the play.
Who's the stage
His
manager?
stage manager was with him. I suppose that gives him a solid alibi then. Were there any breaks during the play?
Yes, one. A 15-minute intermission between acts 1 and 2.
Okay.
And what were you doing during that time?
Yeah, buddy.
Overseeing the stage hooves work. They had a lot to do to get ready for the second act, you see.
Alright, buddy.
What did this work entail?
Yeah, buddy.
Well, they had to completely clear the stage of all the props, as well as any debris that would cause problems for the actors on stage. Mainly tripping hazards.
Wow, okay then,
What
buddy.
time was all of this happening?
Yeah, buddy.
Intermission started at around 8 o'clock and it ended at 8:15. The second act would have run from then until 9 o'clock if Overall hadn't been murdered.
Buddy,
Did
buddy.
you see Overall at all during the intermission?
Buddy, buddy,
Actually,
buddy,
I
buddy,
did.
buddy, buddy,
He
buddy.
came on stage briefly to discuss something with me, and then he left right before the intermission ended.
He left
He
right.
said he and his assistant had to start working on coating a new sheet of fabric and paint.
What did you two talk about?
That's a private matter.
The
It
private
has
matter.
nothing to do with this case, I assure you.
You're not the one who gets to make that judgment, Mr. Playwright.
Yeah, Mr.
Tell us what you wanted to
Playwright.
talk to you about. Remember, you're under oath.
Witness, please tell us what you discussed with the victim.
Yeah, buddy.
It was just something related to the fabric, that's all. Yes, I asked him to make a special fabric for the next show we were planning. He wanted to confirm the details with me.
That must be the special fabric he told Rarity about in his letters to her. Did you see him again after that?
Not until the chase, no.
Even though the two of them met, it would have been before the time of death. I seriously doubt anything could have been done to throw that off, given the state of the crime scene.
Okay.
Guess this means Playwright can't be the killer.
Let's go.
And
Oh, that's
when
one
did the chase
thing.
occur again?
It was near the conclusion of the play. I'd say it was probably around 8:50 p.m.
The time of death is estimated to be between 8:30 p.m. and 9 p.m. This all lines up perfectly with the prosecution's case.
Okay.
Which way did
okay.
you look when you noticed the victim and my client?
To the right, of course.
To the right, to the left, to the
so
right.
Is the stagehouse direction thing still applied here?
Forget it. I'll just show you on the diagram.
Not everybody is
watching the stage
understanding
from
of
this side,
everything, Mr.
and I looked
Playwright.
in this direction to see what was causing all the ruckus.
So, you were facing the dressing room then?
Yes.
How
Yes.
exactly did you know it was them? Isn't the backstage dark during the play?
Yes, but not pitch black. I was able to make out their silhouettes. Not to mention, they were the only two ponies who were on that side of the stage.
On that side, does that mean there was someone else on the other side of the stage?
Yes, the stage hooves I mentioned before. They were all positioned at the right, or rather left if we're going by house terms, wing of the stage.
Pull out the diagram,
How long have they
please.
been there?
They were there throughout the entire first act. During the intermission, they came on stage to clean and prepare for Act 2. Then, they returned to the left wing for the second act.
In that case,
Okay.
what brought you to the conclusion that Coco was chasing Overall? Couldn't it have been one of the stage hooves that left their post?
Objection! Sorry, human,
Objection!
but that's impossible. The stage hooves were all interrogated after the incident. They claimed that not a single one of them left the right wing during the second act. I assume your next proposal is going to be that all of the stage hooves were in league with one another and plotted to murder Overall Concept together?
I mean,
That
possible.
seems unlikely.
I'm kidding.
We better look for other possibilities. No, it isn't.
Pity. I was looking
You
forward to
pity.
putting you down even more.
Bro,
But I would like Mr. Playwright to clarify exactly how he knew the figures he saw were Coco and Overall.
It was pretty dark, but I could make out a little of their faces. Miss Pommel looked a little scared yet determined. She was chasing a stallion who was running for help after all. As for Mr. Concept, he looked very angry.
Angry.
angry. Why? Bro, how? Literally a guy's running, running for his life. Why would he be angry? Wouldn't he be scared, not angry? Like, come on, that's a clear, like, what moment? Like, bro, come on.
Hey, I don't blame him. He'd just been attacked by his partner, no less.
If he was angry, he would fight back.
I'd be more scared than angry if some pony was attacking me.
Yeah.
Good point. Let's see what other little tidbits we can get out of Playwright. Maybe he'll let something slip that we can use later on.
Like the glitter.
I tried to ignore the disturbance they were causing, but then I saw Mr. Concept hanging right above center stage.
Hold it! There was a disturbance?
The hard hoof
Disturbance
steps
in
from them on
force.
the wooden floor were already bad enough. Mix that with a rattling catwalk and that loud clang. That's enough to ruin a play as it is.
Clang. Clang. Miss Pommel had a headache. Hit in the head. Clang.
Not to mention that horrific hanging that happened not even a minute after they ran by.
How did you react to his death?
How do you think? Just like every pony else who saw it. Scared, horrified, distraught. My play was ruined, and one of my employees was killed. I wanted to find the ruffian who would dare commit such a heinous act. So I went up to that catwalk, and I was shocked at what I found.
Did you find cake?
I ran to the catwalk immediately and saw Miss Pommel looking down from where Mr. Concept fell.
Hold it! And how did Miss Pommel appear when you saw her there?
She looked unfocused, as if she couldn't believe what she was seeing. As soon as I saw her, I could tell. Miss Pommel pushed Mr. Concept off the catwalk.
Yeah, but if you... What do you mean? You literally just like... Oh, she seemed confused. You know, like unfocused. Like... Somebody who literally purposely pushes somebody, like, off a catwalk and kills them, I don't think they would be unfocused. Or, like, the stuff you said, she looked like... Bro... You're stupid.
Had been prepared.
Wait a minute. You're claiming that the news had been prepared before the chase?
Hey, what?
Honestly, just look at the poster. You can see it right there as plain as day.
Oh.
I can see right through you, human. You were planning on asking, why would the defendant have prepared a noose on the catwalk if she was never planning to go up there? Huh, an argument befitting a monkey such as yourself.
But that's a good argument. What do you,
this
bro?
monkey's quick on his feet. So, this noose was already lying on the catwalk at the time of the crime.
That's right. It was supposed to be used during the climax of the play, but I certainly didn't plan for that kind of climax.
Or that kind of climax, if you know what I'm saying.
It's a twist ending no one will ever forget. When exactly was this noose prepared?
It was during the intermission. That was another task the stage hooves had to complete before the second act, on top of clearing
Let's
the catwalk
interview
of
the
any
stage
debris.
hooves.
I
They
can
probably
assure
know
you
something.
It was done flawlessly. I went up there just as they were finishing to check it myself. The noose was ready, and the catwalk was spotless. From that point on, the stage hooves were positioned on the left side of the stage, and I was on the right side with my stage manager.
Who is
Did
the stage
hooves
manager?
report anyone going up to the catwalk during the second act?
They did not. Along with none of them leaving their positions, not a single one has made mention of seeing any pony go up or down the stairs, leading to the
stairs.
catwalk after the second act had begun, even after the murder had occurred.
So, it's a classic locker room murder then. Are you sure that you saw no one else while you were up there?
I'm certain. No one else was on that catwalk besides Miss Pommel and myself. She was standing right above where Mr. Concept was, you know, pushed down from.
Did you see anything else on the catwalk at all?
Well, there was a small pile of glitter and a glitter-stained fabric roll next to Miss Pommel, but I didn't pay them much attention, really.
Glitter-stained fabric. Glitter. Huh. When we went to investigate the theater yesterday, we only saw the pile of glitter.
That would be because the police already removed it for examination. I have it right here. It was found exactly where the witness said it was in his testimony.
Okay. Wooden fabric roll that chases glitter string has separate explodes.
I say, prosecutor, Prince. Do my eyes deceive me? Or does that fabric roll have several splinters sticking from it?
Yeah, that's what I was trying to say.
It does indeed, Your Honor. It would appear as though this roll has seen its fair share of use over the years.
Something about that fabric roll doesn't sit right with me. And what did you do after you found Miss Palmel?
Well, I had to make sure she didn't try to get away, so I stayed on the catwalk and called out to my stage manager standing below to cancel the play and call for the police. They arrived relatively quickly and arrested Miss Palmel right where I found her.
But how did she respond to you? You must have said something to her when you walked up there, right?
Yeah.
We didn't actually say a word to
We
each
just
other.
locked eyes lovingly.
Miss Palmel just started
Ew,
crying. A lot. I felt
wow.
bad for her, but I was certain she was the one who murdered Overall Concept.
But what is your logic here? What is your logic? Actually, though, like sure, I guess there are times where somebody murders somebody and we'll start like having an emotional breakdown over it. But again, everything you know about Miss Palmel, the stuff you've already seen, the stuff you know. Why? How? What is your logic? You literally saw her cry. You felt bad for her. Oh, why do you think she killed him? Why are you so bent on that? Bro, what is your logic?
So instead of asking her anything, I just kept watch and let her be until the police arrived.
A classic case of crocodile tears to garner sympathy.
I'm a crocodile you to the next dimension.
Themselves appear innocent. Your directing skills must have helped you make that flawless judgment. Good on you, witness.
How do you...
Thanks. Although I have to give her credit, she sure made them look real.
That's because they were real.
Yeah, they were.
She had just lost a friend, and the first thing you assume is that she's the one who murdered him? I'd be upset too, if I were in her horseshoes.
Exactly, bro.
As you can see, this witness has given a remarkably solid testimony.
No!
I do hope you'll spare us all any further embarrassment, human.
No, bro, chill it,
solid
bro.
testimony.
Bro.
Well, wait until you see the crack in it, as I'm about to split it wide open.
Any closing remarks, witness?
Oh, hey man, I have more than a closing remark. I have an opening remark.
As much as I hate to believe it, Miss Palmel must have been the one who killed him. I can't see anything else that would suggest otherwise.
Objection! Are you absolutely sure about that last part, witness?
Yes. Nothing else was out of place.
Well, if you ask me, that's far from true.
What? Are you calling me a liar?
I'm calling you stupid.
Not necessarily.
Idiot.
It could be that you simply failed to take something into account.
I'm sorry?
He failed to take something into account, you say?
Yeah, English.
What is it you claim the witness did not give proper consideration?
That would, of course, be this fabric roll.
The fabric roll?
A fabric roll?
Mr. Playwright, when you saw Coco and Overall run by, were either of them holding anything?
If they had been,
just their
I would
sanity.
have mentioned that in my testimony. I'm not in the habit of making such a simple mistake as that.
In that case, how does the prosecution intend to account for this?
Stop talking in riddles, defense. What is it that you're trying to say?
Why would it have splinters in it? Possible weapon?
Playwright has stated that he did not see Miss Palmel or the victim holding the fabric roll during the chase. We've also established that no one else went up or down the catwalk from the time the second act started to when Playwright ascended to the catwalk after the murder. The testimonies of both Playwright and the stage hooves confirm this. If this is true, then where in the world did the fabric roll come from?
Bam! Yeah!
That's right!
Ooh, new music. Ooh, new music.
Nice one, Phoenix.
Our first contradiction of the day.
Yeah.
Now, let's start turning this case.
Objection!
Objection.
Is that all you've got, feeble lawyer?
You're the feeble one.
What do you
Feeble,
mean?
feeble,
This
feeble.
is a serious contradiction.
I have to agree with the defense here.
My
How
man.
could the fabric roll end up on top of the catwalk if neither of the parties that went up there were carrying anything?
A little bit
I
of
believe
animation.
I have an explanation, Your Honor.
Oh, sure. Go ahead.
Go right ahead, Prince Blueblood.
Yeah, what you got for me, buddy?
Witness,
Not
when
buddy.
you saw the victim being chased by Miss Pamel, how far ahead was he?
Well, he'd already started climbing up the catwalk, so pretty far. If I had looked a second later, I probably would have missed him entirely.
And there you have it.
I'm afraid
Yeah,
I
that's a
don't
little
understand.
weak, Blue Blood. That's a
Then
little
allow
weak.
me to explain in a manner that even a commoner such as yourself can follow. The fabric roll was brought up to the catwalk by overall concept. Since he was ahead of Miss Pamel, and was already partly up the stairs to the catwalk by the time the witness took a glance at them, it would make perfect sense as to why he would miss this detail.
You're weak. You're weak. You're dumb. No, that's weak. I'm out of here. No, bye. No, no. You're weak!
That does seem to explain it. I imagine it would be rather difficult to see something like that, given what was going on. Especially in the dark.
I couldn't agree more, Your Honor.
Yeah, but you don't know for sure.
Well, there goes that contradiction. Now what?
Don't give up yet, Phoenix.
Twilight?
We have the power
I
of
think
friendship
we still
on
have
our
some room to
side.
maneuver. There's something that Blue Blood hasn't established yet that demands an explanation.
You're right. Good thinking, Twilight.
Wait a
Prosecutor
minute.
Blue Blood.
Prince, please.
Prince Blue Blood. There's still something vital to this case that you've yet to establish.
And that would be...
A clear motive. It's been mentioned before that the victim and the defendant were very close friends. What makes you think that my client, of all ponies, would want to kill him?
Oh, you really want to know? I'm afraid you'll regret asking that question, human lawyer. Your Honor.
Yes, Prince Blueblood?
Oh god, the music's
The
coming in.
prosecution would like to call the defendant herself to the stand.
Oh no.
Objection! What are you planning to have her testify about?
Don't worry,
Yeah.
it's nothing she'll need to plead the fifth for.
Plead the
All
fifth.
she needs to do is tell us about her living situation.
Her living
What?
situation.
How is that relevant to this case?
What is
Prince Blueblood,
overall concept
I
rich?
too failed to see how the defendant's living situation could possibly be of any use to us.
If you'll allow me to present this testimony, Your Honor, I guarantee I will be able to establish its relevance to the case at hand. Unless, of course, the defense has so little faith in his own client that he's frightened he'll lose if she testifies.
What? How dare...
How
If
dareth
that's the case, I
thee?
can request that this trial be brought to a swift resolution if you'd like. The prosecution has already made it abundantly clear that the defendant is the only one who had the opportunity to murder the victim. These extra bits of testimony and evidence will only serve to chip away at your fragile ego.
Your fragile
He
ego.
has even more evidence. If we could see that, then perhaps we could use it to turn this trial around. But first, we're gonna have to get through this testimony.
Well,
Stupid.
Mr. Wright, do you wish to have your client testify? It could be very harmful to your case if Prince Blueblood can establish the relevance he is claiming.
Do note
See, we-
that
we-
should you
see, but we
choose
take
not
the
to have
harm
her testify,
and we make it
I will
non-harmful.
call for a ruling.
Whoa.
This trial
Wait,
will
wait,
end
wait.
here and now.
Whoa, why are you so menacing with
What do we
that?
do? If we don't let Coco testify, we're going to lose this trial.
We gotta let her
We'll just
testify.
have to allow it. It's not like we have much choice.
But what if...
Okay, also, like, wait a minute. Look at the background. There's like a pony with like a scar with the right eye. Like, what? Why is he making that face? Why is he just like, hey, what's going on over there? Hey. What's that? What's that over there? Is that my mother? What is she doing here?
What if she says something that makes things even worse for us? We can't afford to take any more damage to our case.
I know it's risky, but Blueblood said he still had some more evidence against Coco. If we can force it out of him, we should still be able to save her. The defense agrees to the prosecution's request, Your Honor. Let's hear the defendant's testimony.
And we will. Next time on